Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So let's begin with this video. So I want to clarify before I actually begin the actual review. This will be a spoiler review. So yeah, if you've not seen the movie yet, I advise you to not watch this obviously unless you want to be spoiled. Or otherwise, unless you've seen the movie, and come back to this video. So yeah, this is a spoiler review. So yeah, without that out of the way, let's actually get into the movie review. If you've been watching my channel for some time now, you do know that I do my movie review, into 5 different categories. And usually for the Marvel ones, they all follow the same kind of thing. We've got cast, plot, fight scenes, action sequences, basically, the credit scene, and final thoughts. So I guess let's begin with the first category, which is cast. The cast in this movie are pretty good. You got Paul Rudd, obviously the Ant-Man, Evangeline Lilly. Most of that cast actually, obviously, just reprised roles from previous movies in the MCU. Nothing new here, apart from a few. So we got Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, who's also the Wasp. New one, Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang. We'll get to him in a second. Catherine Newton, who plays Cassie, Ant-Man's daughter. She's the one to the left of the poster. Bill Murray, who plays Lord Kryler, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Michael Douglas. So coming back to Kang, as I just said, he's played by Jonathan Majors. He's obviously meant to be the next big bad of the MCU. It was Thanos, now it's Kang. I love his performance. He's probably the highlight for me. He's a great villain. Like, he's very threatening. He's not like wanting to destroy everything. Well, he does want to destroy everything, but he's not like one of those villains where they don't put too much thought into their plan. They're not that dumb villains who just go ahead and do it. He's really smart. He knows what he's doing. He takes his time with it. He's very dangerous. Whenever he's on screen, I feel like he is very menacing, and he's a great villain. And Jonathan Majors' performance as Kang, I really like that. The rest of the cast, not saying they're bad, they're pretty good as well. Like how they portray the characters, it's pretty good. I will say though, Bill Murray playing Lord Kryler was a bit of a waste. Like, he was literally only on screen for 5 minutes. He wasn't on any of the he wasn't in any of the other scenes in the movie. So yeah, which is a bit annoying. Like, I think his character was completely unnecessary, but it was nice to see Bill Murray in this movie. Because yeah, obviously he's a brilliant actor as well. He's pretty good. I don't think there's much else to say about the other cast. Corey Stoll also comes back to play MODOK. We'll get to MODOK in a second. MODOK. In fact, let's get to MODOK now. Yeah, another really big surprise for me was that Yellow Jacket, who was the main antagonist, the main villain from Ant-Man 1, is actually MODOK in this film, which is a really big surprise. I wasn't expecting that at all. Like, that was the really big surprise for me. I think that shocked a lot of people too. But yeah, so after Ant-Man 1, where he was defeated or seemingly killed by Scott, he went down to the quantum realm, and then it was rebuilt into this machine, which obviously is MODOK. There was like this really long thing what MODOK actually stands for, or MODOK actually acronym for whatever. I think it was like killing machine. I forgot, but yeah. If you remember, put it down in the comments. But yeah, I was saying it. Corey still returning as this character, and him being MODOK is a really big surprise. So yeah, that's really it for the cast, and let's move on to the next section, which is plot. Plot is always the shortest category. There's not much to say about it. It's just when Ant-Man or Scott Lang, his daughter, and everyone else find themselves stranded in the quantum realm, they must embark on a journey to stop Quang the Conqueror. That's really it. Or you could just read the Wikipedia synopsis, and yeah, that'll basically tell you the plot. But yeah, that's really it for plot. Now we get on to fight scenes or action sequences. This movie does have quite a good number and plenty of action sequences in it. I don't remember everything, but I'll just list the important ones I thought was pretty good. So, towards the start of the movie, there is I would say it's like a small action sequence. That's the bit. Like they get into a fight with Lord Kryler, and then I don't know actually what happens to Lord Kryler. I think he got devoured or eaten by that monster alien thing of tentacles. But yeah, it was that little small action sequence where they're at the bar and then Wasp, and then like Dr. Hank Pym, and then obviously Michelle Pfeiffer's character Janet were getting into the ship. Yeah, it's a really small action sequence there. And then more of the action, I would say, actually occurs to the end. There's a pays up for it, or makes up for it because there's a really big action sequence at the end. There's like one big final battle. It's just basically all the aliens coming together. There's that little pink squishy flubby guy. I keep saying I've got holes. He was funny. I liked him. Yeah. It's when all those people like those aliens, the Ravager people. I'm just gonna call them Ravagers, or dub them as Ravagers. Come together and retake their home because what Kang built his empire on was actually their home. Yeah, it's when they're all storming Kang's empire, and then just there's a mass crowd, and then there's a big fight going on. And of course you got the fist to fist brutal hand combat. The climatic fight between Scott and Kang, which is it's really really entertaining. I wish Marvel would do more fist to fist combat, with where the protagonist or hero goes up against the main villain of the movie, and then I wish they would do more like that. They've done some stuff like that in the past, like Shang-Chi, of course, because martial arts. Can't remember any other movies where they did that. Quantumania, in Quantumania where Scott goes up against Kang. It's entertaining. I really think they should do more, or Marvel should do more fist to fist hand combat scenes in their movies. That's really it for the action sequences. As I said, there's a really big part at the end where it's just one big battle at Kang's empire. But yeah, other than that, that's really it for action sequences. And let's move on to the fourth category, which is credit scenes. This movie does have 2 credit scenes actually. So I'll go through each one. So mid-credit scene is basically after Kang is defeated. So actually I didn't cover that last time, but I'm not covering that yet. Sorry. Kang is defeated by I think he got knocked into this machine thing and then gets pulled into it. It's like it reminds me of the monsters getting sucked back into the books and the Goosebumps movies. But Kang is sucked into that machine. I don't know really what happened to him. I think he got sucked into like Oblivion or into the multiverse or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's what happens to him. But so in the mid-credit scene, it's basically after what happened to Kang, which obviously is just one of many variants of Kang. The Council of Kangs, I think, they get together and discuss what happened to him, and then they reveal they're going to be doing a multiversal uprising. So that's basically it. And also, at the very last shot, like the very last frame, it's really quick. The camera cuts to this Kang, the comic Kang, which is like really like the Kang from the comics with that classic design. Yeah, I think that was him. Like that variant was the comic Kang. Cause I remember seeing that. The last shot was really quick before I cut back to the credits, but there was this guy that looks a lot like the Kang from the comics. So yeah, so that was the mid-credit scene, and then the post-credit scene. You don't really have to watch the TV show to understand this credit scene, but in terms of the movie, I recommend you watch Loki. That kind of plays a bit part actually of it. Plays a big part of that kind of. Loki and Mobius, they're making a cameo appearance in it. Are in this bar or show, I think. I don't know what it is. And they encounter a variant Kang called Victor Timely. So appears there in 1920, like a 1920 setting. I think it is 1920s because everyone is dressed and it just looks 1920s to me. I think it is 1920s, but Loki and Mobius just encounter Kang, a variant Kang called Victor Timely, and that's really it. And then after that, it just says Kang will return. So obviously, we kind of know he's gonna return. If he just died in this movie and never came back, it kind of would be a bit boring. But yeah, Kang will also return in the Kang Dynasty, or Avengers 5, otherwise known. So yeah. And then let's move on to the last category, which is final thoughts. Okay, so my final thoughts on this movie. It was a really entertaining movie. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. And for the first movie in Phase 5, it kicks off Phase 5 with a bang, kind of. Like I'm gonna say a few stuff actually I've not mentioned yet. The movie is good, but I feel like some parts are a bit rushed. Like them going into the quantum realm in the first 10 minutes of the movie is a bit rushed. I feel like, honestly, if I'm being honest. But yeah, otherwise that it's fine. The lead up to Kang appearing in the movie was really good. Like how Janet looks so terrified, and then she doesn't really mention Kang until you see him or hear about him. Yeah, it's a really really cool lead up. Like the tension's building up. You want to know who is this guy, because everyone seems so scared. Even the Ravager alien species mention the Conqueror. Bill Murray's character mentions the Conqueror. And obviously that's Kang, of course. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool like a build up lead up to development of this movie. And MODOK, every time I saw him, he looks so much like should I just say it? He looks so much like this guy right here. Yeah. Whatever the hell this kind of nightmare thing is, atrocious thing, monstrosity. Yes. MODOK looks so much, or he just reminds me so much of Mr. Electric from the event Sharkboy Lava Girl. Yeah, he just looks so much like him. You know, the big head, all stuff. Yeah, it's just every time I saw him, I just couldn't help but think this came in my mind. This came in my head. This came in my head. So yeah, but I think a lot of people are going to be comparing MODOK to Mr. Electric after they see the movie. But yeah, that's why I wanted to point out. And yeah, overall, okay. My final rating for this movie, I will say, is probably either 6 out of 10 or 7 out. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. This movie, maybe I'll say one thing. It's better than Eternals. It might be better than Love and Thunder. For me, it might be better. A lot of people will definitely say it's way better than Love and Thunder. But yeah, end of the day, 6 out of 10. That's my final rating for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like, subscribe to bonus videos. And until the next video, bye.